Ever wondered how the thrilling game of basketball came to be? The story begins in the year 1891 in Springfield, Massachusetts. A Canadian physical education instructor by the name of James Naismith sought to create a game to keep his students active during the winter while indoors. With a soccer ball and 2 peach baskets, Naismith gave birth to a new sport. The rules were simple, yet groundbreaking. 2 teams would compete, each striving to shoot the ball into the opponent's basket. The higher the ball entered from, the more points were scored. Naismith's game was unique. It required not only physical agility, but also strategic thinking. The materials were humble, yet functional. The peach baskets served as the first hoops, hung at each end of the gymnasium. A soccer ball, which was accessible and familiar to the students, became the first basketball. This game, born out of necessity, would soon captivate the hearts of millions. From peach baskets and soccer balls, basketball has come a long way since 1891. So, how did the game of basketball evolve from its humble beginnings? Let's take a journey through time. In the early days, basketball was a rather rudimentary sport. Picture this: a soccer ball and peach baskets serving as the hoop. Over time, as the game gained popularity, the need for standardized rules and equipment became apparent. The first major change was the introduction of the basketball itself in the late 1890s, replacing the soccer ball initially used. But the evolution didn't stop there. In 1954, a significant game changer was introduced: the 24-second shot clock, which propelled the game to a whole new level of intensity and strategy. Then came the three-point line in the late 1970s, a rule that revolutionized the game and gave birth to a new generation of long-range shooting stars. These are just a few of the major shifts that have shaped basketball as we know it. Over the years, the game has undergone numerous transformations, making it the exciting sport we all enjoy today. But when did basketball become more than just a game? As the sport grew in popularity, the need for a professional platform became apparent. This led to the establishment of several professional basketball leagues. The most prominent of these is the National Basketball Association, or NBA. The NBA was birthed in the mid-20th century, a merger of the competing Basketball Association of America and National Basketball League. It was initially a modest operation with just 11 teams, yet it steadily grew in size, scope, and influence, becoming the premier stage for basketball talent worldwide. The NBA's impact on basketball is undeniable. It has provided a structure to the sport, setting standards for gameplay, rules, and player conduct. It's a platform where the best players showcase their skills, captivating audiences with their athleticism, creativity, and competitiveness. The NBA has also been instrumental in promoting basketball to a wider audience. Through televised games, community outreach programs, and global initiatives, the NBA has made basketball accessible to millions around the world. And let's not forget the players. From the unstoppable Michael Jordan to the dynamic LeBron James, these stars have become household names, transcending the sport and becoming cultural icons. Their influence extends beyond the court, impacting fashion, music, and social issues. It's not just the NBA, though. Other professional leagues around the world, such as the EuroLeague and the Women's National Basketball Association, have also played significant roles in developing and popularizing the sport. The NBA and other professional leagues have played a pivotal role in taking basketball from a simple game to a global phenomenon. So, how did a game invented in Massachusetts become a global sensation? Let's jump into that. Basketball didn't just stay put in the United States. It spread its wings and soared across the globe. The expansion of the sport to various international competitions for both men and women has been nothing short of phenomenal. In the early 20th century, basketball began to make its mark in Europe. The sport was introduced to the Olympics in Berlin in 1936, a mere 45 years after its creation. And since then, it has been a mainstay in the Olympic Games, showcasing the talents of athletes from around the world. As the decades passed, the game's influence continued to grow. It reached the shores of South America, Africa, and Asia, and even made its way to the frigid courts of Antarctica. Yes, basketball is played even there. The sport's global popularity is not just about the number of people playing it. It's also about the cultural exchange and the unity it brings. People from different continents, speaking different languages and living different lives, all come together under the banner of basketball. From the schoolyards of Buenos Aires to the bustling streets of Manila, from the sun-baked courts of Lagos to the indoor gyms of Moscow, basketball is more than just a game. It's a universal language, a shared passion that transcends borders and breaks down barriers. Basketball has truly become a global game, uniting people from all corners of the world. So, what's the journey of basketball, in a nutshell? We've delved into the humble beginnings of this spectacular sport, starting from James Naismith's innovative idea in 1891. We've seen how the rules and equipment have evolved over time, making the game faster and more thrilling. We've tracked the rise of professional leagues, with the NBA leading the way, and witnessed how basketball has expanded its reach globally, uniting fans from all corners of the world. From a simple game invented in 1891 to a global sensation, basketball has truly made a mark on the world of sports.